NSA agent Augustus' farm is attacked by the men in black, killing all 16 agents and leaving him and a scientist to escape. In order to find out who is behind the attack, Augustus finds Darius, an ex-Special Forces operative, to help him break out of prison and split up. Augustus goes home to retrieve intelligence information, while Darius goes to a farm to retrieve a CD-ROM. Darius arrives at the farm and opens fire, attracting the police, then sneaks underground to retrieve the disc and escapes. Darius completes his mission without incident, but Augustus is captured by his old comrade General, the current Secretary of Defense, who is behind the attack on the farm, and the first step of his plan is to kill Augustus. In the end, General creates a gas explosion that kills Augustus in an accident. Darius finds a suspicious character, the senator's daughter, on a CD, approaches and realizes he is Augustus' eyes and follows him home to find him shot in the general's body and a group of special forces outside the house, so it's obvious it's a trap. He was tricked by the woman. There's no way Darius can confront them head-on, so he sneaks up and knocks out one of the Special Forces soldiers, then changes into his soldier's uniform and blends in with the crowd to escape. Darius guesses that the person behind this must be General. To know his intention of killing the General, Darius has a scientist hack into the Department of Defense to check the information, and actually finds the General is using an aircraft carrier to carry an army and a large number of armored vehicles to stop them. It turns out that he killed the General because he wanted to collect the army that the General was holding. To gather more evidence, Darius heads north to infiltrate the aircraft carrier, only to find that the senator's daughter is there. He's also holding a map of military activities, so Darius follows him to a cell where he finds Augustus imprisoned. He's not dead at all, and the old comrades who disappeared earlier are also being held here, with the greater good at stake. Darius has no time to save them but to escape first. He slipped into a tank and drove it across the country and smashed the other tank to pieces. Finally, he jumped into the water to hide his figure and escape the place. According to that map of military activities, General will attack the capital tonight, kill all the gathered presidents and vice presidents, and then take the presidency himself. A military operation of this magnitude cannot be stopped by one man, so Dale seeks the help of FBI agent, the man responsible for the attack on the farm and Burson's murder. The agent agreed to work with him after confirming that the evidence and information he provided was true. But the matter was so far-reaching that a breakthrough had to be found outside the system. They found a group of trusted men to help them, and then robbed the DHS of their guns and ammo. To cover their tracks, DHS used civilian vans to transport the weapons, so there was no police protection. This was convenient for Darius and the others, who grabbed the entire truckload of weapons without a single effort. On the other side, General takes Augustus to the Capitol to assassinate the president, and then pin the crime on him. Halfway through the president's speech, General had the electric switch destroyed to create chaos, then took the president and other important people away under the guise of protection. Once in an unoccupied area, he sends his men to kill the others, leaving only the president alive. After all, he needs Augustus for the crime of killing the president. Just then, Darius storms into the Capitol and takes out all of the men escorting Augustus, rescuing Augustus. The plan fails. General can only fall back, and he takes the president underground on a bullet train for the president's emergency evacuation. However, the bullet train has fixed tracks, and Darius immediately drives after it, driving at 160 yards per hour, to eventually catch up to the tail of the train and jump inside. Augustus, meanwhile, is outside in a helicopter for support. As Darius and General tangle up, the president takes advantage of the situation to escape and gets safely away in a helicopter. Augustus then fires a shot at the train. Darius jumps out early, and General dies in the explosion. In the end, Augustus was reinstated, and Darius went to live incognito.